guys, so we've just had an exciting box of food delivered from HelloFresh. As you guys know, I love cooking, I love trying new recipes, and when HelloFresh contacted me and asked if I wanted to collaborate with them, I of course said yes, didn't I? Delilah, I'm trying to film an intro and you're kind of in the way. You're kind of in the way. Yeah? Do you maybe want to move from here? So yeah, HelloFresh contacted me and asked if I wanted to collaborate with them, and of course I said yes, because I've used them in the past, I've used them recently actually, and it just felt like a really natural collaboration. What are you doing? Excuse me! Delilah!
Oh.
Gonna have the camera back. Excuse me! Can I have it back? Give it back. Let's try that again. Doug did a night shift last night, so he's not going to be back for another hour or so. So I'm trying to film this by myself with Delilah, and it is proving a little bit difficult. So yeah, I'm proud to say that I've teamed up with HelloFresh to do this video. If you don't know who HelloFresh are, they are a meal subscription service. It's completely flexible. You can get these boxes weekly, fortnightly, once a month, or just as a one-off. And what you do is you have some meals sent to you with the recipes. Everything is pre-portioned, ready to go, so you just have to follow the instructions, do a tiny bit of meal prep, and then fling everything together, and you have a healthy, tasty meal. It takes out the hassle of trying to find something new to cook, because I don't know about you, but Doug and I tend to stick to the same meals a lot of the time. So when we think, oh, we've got to think of what to have for dinner tonight, we just end up going for like the same old thing, or the same old ready meal from the supermarket. So I've always loved these subscription boxes for the times where you want something healthy, you want to still cook, like you might, because I find cooking really therapeutic. I've said this many a times, I love cooking, and even when I'm really busy, it's actually better for me to cook because I find it therapeutic. It kind of relaxes me a bit. So when I've had a really busy week, it gives me the opportunity to still cook, but it takes out that large chunk of time that I would spend flicking through my recipe books and going to the supermarket and getting the ingredients. It gets delivered straight to your door. I accidentally got this out early and it's a little bit noisy. Can we wait? Can we just wait a little bit? Can you play with Pepper? Yeah, can you play with Pepper instead? Thank you, darling. Such a good girl. Just gone to play with Pepper and George down there. I'm doing what I do best and I'm rambling. Yeah, hi gorgeous. Is that Pepper? Oh, she's got a runny nose again. I can't believe she's got a cold again. Oh, should we blow it? Blow your nose. Like I said, I feel like we stick to the same recipes, and it's really nice to try something different. And then if I like the meals, I keep the recipe cards, and it's inspiration for another time when we think, oh, what should we cook? So yeah, there you go. So as you will see down here, we have a ginormous HelloFresh box, and we went for the family box, which is meant to serve 2 adults and 2 children. Obviously we're just 2 adults and 1 child, but for us that's quite nice because it means we have dinner for Douglas and I, and then we will save a little portion and that can be Delilah's dinner for the next day, and then we have another very generous portion left over that I put in the fridge for my lunch the next day, or if it will freeze well, I'll pop it in the freezer and have it another time. She's desperately wanting to open this box now. Do you want to open it? Yeah. Let's move you guys around here, shall we? Mind your hands. Whoa. Whoa. This is when I manically try and show you everything before she throws everything out the box. What have you got there? Thank you. The Hello Perks have some little discount codes and vouchers and things. Here are our recipe cards. So, excuse me. We have our meal cards here. On the menu this week, we have a creamy gnocchi or gnocchi, I don't know how you say it, with mushroom and broccoli. That looks really good. I've never cooked gnocchi before, or I don't even think I've really had it. So I'm really tempted to make this tonight. We've got a Mexican spiced sweet corn with a black bean stew. And then we have a honey roasted feta with garlicky lentils and sweet potato wedges. Oh, that also looks really good. Really happy that I don't have to think about what to have for dinner for the next few nights. Shall we have a little look at what's inside? Please excuse the toys in the background. It's a Sunday afternoon and we've just been at home chilling and playing. Once you take your meal cards out, you will see that we have about four bags here. Yeah, they pack each meal into their own bags, and then anything that needs to be kept cool gets popped into these insulated bags made from 85% recycled plastic bottles, and the padding inside this bag can be recycled. You'll find lots of ice packs, and this will basically keep anything that needs to be in the fridge, like this sour cream and this feta. Just keeps everything cold, so if you're out the house or you're at work and your HelloFresh box gets delivered when you're not home, everything will still be kept cold and fresh. And then the rest of our other meals are in these bags here. The other day when we got a HelloFresh box, I actually just made room for these bags in the fridge and just put them in as they were, so that when we decided to make a certain meal, we just had to take the bag out and everything was in there. What we're going to do is pop the bag for tonight's meal in the fridge as it is in the bag, and then the other stuff will unpack because we've got quite a packed fridge already, so probably won't be able to get the whole bags in. What have you stolen?
Yeah.
What have you stolen?
Yeah.
Have you stolen the passata?
Yeah.
Yeah? Should we put it back in? Delilah is currently behind me trying to unpack everything already, so I think that's my cue to get everything into the fridge. If you're interested in signing up to HelloFresh and you want to get 50% off, not just your first box but your second box as well, then there'll be a link in the description. Click on that and sign up using the code that's on the screen now. And also I'll put the code in the description. You'll get 50% off your first and second box. What's this, darling? Smoked paprika? Yeah, you guys know that I genuinely recommend them, and if you know, even if you just want to get a couple of boxes half price for a bit of inspiration on some healthy meals that you can make that are just a bit different and that you've never made before, then I'd definitely give it a go. Anyway, I think this little one's gonna help me unpack now, aren't you? She's like, come on mum, come on. Okay, I'm coming. Put the vegetables in. You put that in there. Good girl. What about the sweet corn? Can you put the sweet corn in there?
Yeah.
Good job. And more. We've got more. Yeah. We've got a bit of celery. Celery that you snapped in half, may I add. Oh, got another celery. Yeah. I might as well put the shallot in there. Good job. There we go, that's everything packed away into the fridge, which is very satisfying.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit later on in the day now. Delilah is having her dinner, so I'm going to prep asked. A lot of people have asked, why don't we just all have dinner together? I mean, I could go into a big long explanation as to why it's easier. Long story short, that's just the way we do it. It's easier for us having Delilah having her dinner now in the kitchen. She's still a little bit messy when she eats, and plus she still has her dinner quite early. So this is what we've decided to go for tonight. This is the little recipe card that you get. It even shows you how long it's going to take you to make, and then on the back you will find the step-by-step recipe, and it's always pretty easy to follow. So first step is to prep all the veggies, and then I will move on to cooking everything once Delilah is in bed. Really simple ingredients for this one tonight. Just got our gnocchi. I really hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. Broccoli, our garlic, parsley, shallots, creme fraiche, little stock pot, hard Italian cheese, and our mushrooms. So I'm going to chop up the mushrooms, broccoli and garlic. That's all the prep I've got to do, really. My little companion here just playing next to me. You right, darling? Just need to chop the garlic and parsley. My favourite thing about everything being pre-proportioned out is that the herbs are pre-proportioned out. Like when a recipe says half a bunch of this, a little sprig of this, I'm like, I don't know what that is. At least I don't have to guess with this. And I just know that this is the right amount of parsley. Story. What book should we read? Should we read Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
Yeah.
Good girl. Twinkle, twinkle. Do it again. Twinkle, twinkle. Little star. Delilah's now tucked up in bed. I've popped my hair up because it's just comfier out of the way. It is time to start cooking. So I need to heat a frying pan over high heat with a splash of oil. Add the mushrooms. So I've added the shallots, which I'm going to cook for 3 to 4 minutes, and then I'll add the garlic and cook that for about a minute. I'm going to let that cook for, I think it said 8 minutes, or until it has reduced. In here I'm going to pop my broccoli. I'm just going to add some black pepper to this. Add my broccoli, lots and lots of broccoli. Time to pop the gnocchi on. Add some olive oil. My gnocchi is nearly done and my mushroom sauce is reduced, I think. I think that's looking good. I'm now gonna add the creme fraiche and then add the gnocchi and the broccoli. Add half the parsley. That is ready to be served. And And that is our creamy gnocchi with mushroom and broccoli. All I'm going to do now is sprinkle on this cheese, a little bit on, and pop the rest of the parsley on. We have 2 portions left, so I'll do like a mini portion for Delilah's dinner tomorrow, and the rest of it can be leftovers for my lunch. Maybe I'll add in a little clip of Delilah tomorrow trying it for dinner. I feel like it's even harder trying to think what to give a toddler for dinner a lot of the times. I always really look forward to giving her new stuff to try, and she's never tried anything like this before, so hopefully she likes it. So it is currently the next day. Delilah's being very cuddly this evening. I think she's teething, so having to multitask, so cuddle and cook her dinner at the same time. I have reheated a small portion of our meal from last night, and I've also popped some peas on the hob as well to go with it. Is that your din-dins? Ooh. Ooh. Moment of truth. Wow. Wow. It's really tasty, I promise. Considering she's in a very grumpy mood because she's tired and teething, this is going down really well. I think dinner's been a success. Yay! I'm not just saying this for the sake of saying it. It's really good. What's it like? Nice? It makes a nice change. That's the end of the video, guys. I've really enjoyed this collaboration, so thank you HelloFresh for collaborating with me on this video. It was the perfect collaboration. I got to do some cooking. You guys love watching me do some cooking. Hopefully you guys try this recipe. Let me know if you do try it, and don't forget that you can get 50% off your first and second HelloFresh box by following the link in the description and entering the code. We're just gonna enjoy our dinner, and I'll see you guys in my next vlog.